Some may call this the Super Bowl of car racing. The Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series Championship race airs on NBC this Sunday, and we're joined now by the Final Four for the title. And here's the thing. After a complicated point system, and let's all agree it's fairly complicated, it all is very simple on Sunday. The first one of these guys to cross the line first, not winning the race, just the first guy of these four to cross, wins the title, millions of dollars, probably an upgrade on their own private jet. Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick, and Martin Truex Jr. I never get nervous for interviews, but I'm nervous now because I've been watching you guys forever, and I'm a bit of a fanboy, so I apologize. First and foremost, the most important thing, Martin, how's your girlfriend doing? I know she's been brave battle with cancer. How does she feel?
Yeah, thanks for asking. She's doing great.
Great. Thoughts and prayers with her and you and your whole family and everything.
Thank you.
Moving on to the title, you three gentlemen have won one. I'll say the favorite because you're the Jersey guy, so I'm a homer. I'm biased in this interview, I will admit it. What does it mean, Kyle, when you win the title? How does your life change?
It changes your life because of just the pressure and everything that you've put on yourself the entire time, from growing up as a little kid of dreaming of being a champion to finally being able to achieve that goal. It changes your life because now you feel as though you've accomplished one of your lifetime goals. It changes your life because now you have that champion's embark of what you are in the sport and being able to go everywhere around the sport and people call you champ or whatever, and being in different interviews such as today. You called me champion today, so that feels really good. You know, it's extra special to have, and would love to get number 2.
Yeah, and you get to get on CNBC because it is a big money sport. And what does it mean, Brad, financially when you win the title? Obviously, you make a lot of money just from winning the title. It means you've probably won a few races during the year. The crew, I hope, gets paid too, right?
They do very well.
They get bonuses. What does it mean financially to win that? How does it change your life?
Well, you know, financially, and really any of the professional sports right now, we're very fortunate to make a good living. It's hard to discuss that, you know, to the public because when you look at race car drivers, and some might agree with this, but we probably all would say that we're athletes, right? And so that means that we have a time span in our life to make the money that we're going to make for the rest of our lives. And when you win a championship, it really feels great because you know you're going to be financially secure after you get done performing, after you get done being a race car driver or whatever sport it might be.
How much does experience matter? How are you able to do it at 41 and beat these 21-year-olds?
And that didn't used to be the norm. You know, I think, you know, when you saw Dale Earnhardt and Dale Jarrett and a lot of these guys, Mark Martin was 53, I think, when he finally
won 5 races in his 50s.
Yeah. So, you know, I think there is a value to experience and the things that you have done in your career and in the car of going to the same racetrack over and over and over. It's not like the NFL and Major League Baseball where you're 100% dependent upon your body, thank God, because I'm very slow and very uncoordinated. So it's one of those situations where, you know, I think experience does play a factor in the things that you bring to the team and the guidance of the organization and the direction that you push things. So there's definitely a value on experience for sure.
And Martin, what has changed for you? Because you are in many ways an anomaly. Number one, you're a Jersey guy, which is great, by the way. We need more of you. You're also a team based in Denver, when pretty much every other team is based in a 10 or 15-mile radius in North Carolina. This year, I mean, it's just been an incredible year for you. What changed this year?
Well, I don't think this year is that different than last year as far as our performance on the track, but our results and the numbers are just way better. I think last year we had a lot of close calls. A lot of things not go our way at certain times. You know,
we had some bad luck.
We had some bad luck, absolutely. That's part of racing, right? I mean, you watch racing long enough, you see the ups and downs. But you know, for us, just our team, we've been together 4 years. I feel like, you know, we made the Final Four in 2015. We were the underdog story, and here we are 2 years later. We're supposedly the favorite. So I mean, it's crazy how time, you know, how much it's changed for us in just 2 or 3 years.
Well, you know, and also somebody told me once that car racing is just turning money into noise, right? Because money really is the fuel, with all due respect to Sunoco race fuels.
Sure.
I didn't even have to say that, but I did. Yeah. Win or if you win the championship, does that solidify your sponsorship for a couple of years? And maybe you guys could chime in afterwards as well. Does it? Because it's a cruel game now. You see cars with different vinyl and paint schemes every week.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, it's all about performance, you know. But for us, I think we're solid through next year. But a championship this year would probably make 2019 a whole lot easier to put together.
Yeah, and you know, for us, we're in a fortunate position where we've got Busch and Mobil 1 and Jimmy John's all on the car through 2019. But you know, I think a lot of the reason that we got to this point was the fact that we won the championship in 2014. So, you know, Jimmy himself will be at the race this weekend and has told me personally, this is why we signed up to be on the car. I want to go to Homestead with a chance to see my car win a championship with my name on the hood.
Yeah, and it's tough to explain as well, but, you know, it takes about $1 million a race to run one of these race cars.
$1 million a race?
And when you look at the revenues, you know, when you look at it from what you earn on the racetrack, it's about 25% comes off of purse winnings. So you have to raise a good amount of, you know, financial capital to race these cars. So, you know, it takes partners with the manufacturers. You got Ford, you've got Chevrolet, you've got Toyota involved in the sport, and you have a lot of Fortune 500 companies to make the wheels go around. And when you can show success to them, that solidifies your future.
Very quickly.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.